Should you rent or sell your home? This is actually one of the most important questions that homeowners are asking me right now. And the wrong decision could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. If you've been watching the market, rental rates, and interest rates, you know that this market will shift very fast. So today, I am actually going to go over real numbers, hidden costs, and what I advise all of my clients here in the Myrtle Beach market on whether or not they should rent or sell their home. On paper, renting sounds simple and sounds good. Steady monthly checks and wealth building over time. But the reality is you have landlord headaches, vacancies, repairs that basically eat away at your profit very quickly. Selling, on the other hand, gives you a lump sum check right now. But if the market goes up over the next 5 years, let's say for an example, 20%, you'll be kicking yourself in 5 years because of that lost equity. This is the classic tug of war homeowners are having right now. Predictable income versus immediate payoff. Let's look at rent first. If your condo or home, and we'll just use Myrtle Beach as the market I'm in, rents for around $2,000 a month, that's $24,000 in net income a year, which sounds great. But here's the reality and some costs that you might not be thinking about. When you subtract a 10% property management fee, which is $2,400, insurance and taxes, which we'll say $5,000, HOA fees equaling around $4,800, and repairs and vacancies, which vacancies is a loss. A conservative number for those two is around $2,400. That $24,000 quickly lowers down to around $9,000 in net. And that's before any big repairs like an HVAC or a roof replacement, and it does not factor in a mortgage payment. So you got to ask yourself, is the $9,000 worth it for the landlord headaches, the stress, and the little income that you're going to get? For some clients, that works out because they plan on holding their property for 10 plus years and they'll ride the appreciation up. For others, it's not worth the stress or the headache. Now, let's flip to selling. As an example, let's say you could sell your property for $300,000, and after attorney fees, deed stamps, and commissions, basically your cost to sell, you're left with $270,000. Lump sum guaranteed check in your pocket at closing. The big question is, what can you do with $270,000? You can pay off high interest credit card debt, or any other debt for that matter, reinvest in a different property or other opportunity with better returns. Or 3, you can enjoy and have the peace of mind knowing you don't have any landlord responsibilities. But here's the trade-off. If you sell and the market increases 20% over the next 5 years, that is $60,000 that you're going to lose out on. And once you sell, you're out of the game unless you buy another property. So again, the choice comes down to your timeline and goals. Let's go over some key decision factors. And here are 3 questions I ask all of my clients when it comes to renting versus selling. Number 1, what's your time horizon? Meaning, if you need the cash or the money in the next 1 to 3 years, selling might be the smarter move. But if you plan on holding, or you can hold and you don't need the money, renting might be the better option. Number 2, what's your tolerance on risk and stress? Are you comfortable with getting phone calls from tenants about the HVAC broke, or a leaky toilet, or a light bulb out, or handling phone calls from your property management company about these issues? And then the third question, what's the opportunity cost? If selling frees up the cash for you to earn more money elsewhere, don't ignore that. Because if this is strictly an investment, all you want to do is put your money in the highest producing asset that you can. And if there's 3 to 5 options that bring you in more money and a better return than this house or condo, don't ignore that. Sell and get your money in something that'll get you more money. And I'll add a bonus right now. Think about tax strategy. Sometimes rental income is favorable when it comes to tax write-off. And sometimes the capital gains exemption favors selling. Now let's get local with some Myrtle Beach realities. In Myrtle Beach right now, rising rental demand is huge in the Carolina Forest area, but insurance and HOA fees have been kicking the profits down next to a break-even point for other renters. On the selling side, inventory is still tight. Well-priced homes and condos are moving, but buyers are very picky right now with high interest rates. That means sellers who act now may catch a stronger market than the ones who wait. So as you can see, the decision isn't all about just the math. It depends a lot as well on your local real estate market and what it's doing. So what's the answer? Well, there's not a one-size-fits-all. But if you follow this framework, it will definitely help you out. I would start with 1, run the numbers honestly. That means don't run the numbers based on hope of the market doing this, or I hope, or if the HOA would just drop the HOA fees down. Don't run the numbers that way. Run the numbers honestly based on today's market. 2, check your personal timeline and tolerance, because that's key. And then 3, factor in your local real estate market on what's happening right now. So by working through this framework, you'll have clarity on whether you should rent or sell for the property you own and what's best for you. Now, here's what I want you to do. If you're debating whether or not to rent or sell your property, drop me a comment down below with your situation, and what I'll do is I'll run the numbers personally for you and give you my honest opinion from a real estate expert's background. And if this video helped you, hit that like and subscribe button, because next week I will share with you the hidden rental costs that most homeowners fail to factor in. And this decision can change your financial future. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next video.